Number 2, Sportsman Hall Private Attack, is trained by Alicia Murphy, ridden by William Santoro. Number 3 is Anna Stable's Michelle Mariachi, trained by Richard L. Valentine, ridden by George Hunt Jr. Number 4 is Irvin S. Naylor's Ask 'em, trained by Ann D. Stewart, and ridden by Charles C. Fenwick III. Number 5 is Ross Bryan Farms' Ross Bryan, trained by Casey J. Randall, ridden by Claire McMahon. Number 6 is Ann Haynes' Shady Valley, trained by Regina Welch and ridden by Russell Haynes. Number 7, Mr. Liberator, belongs to Daniel R. Baker, is trained and ridden by William Meister. Number 9 is Maryville Farms Make Your Own, trained by Charles C. Fenwick Jr. and ridden by Patrick Worrell. And completing the field is number 10, Western Fling, belongs to Stuart Strawbridge, trained by Catherine N. McKenna and ridden by Jason Griswold. And that is your field. The horses are now lining up across the course. Billy Meister goes to lead at once as Mr. Liberator out in the middle of the course. Make Your Own races in second place with Western Fling on the outside in third. Private Attack racing in fourth. As they head towards the first and 22 fences, Mr. Liberator on top by 5 or 6 lengths. At the fence, Billy Meister and Mr. Liberator are there with the lead. Make Your Own jumps in second place, followed by Private Attack in third. Shady Valley on the inside of Western Fling, with Ross Bryan, Ask 'em, and Michelle Mariachi. They race now toward the second of 22 fences. Mr. Liberator and Billy Meister setting the pace. Make Your Own and Patrick Worrell racing in second place, about 5 lengths off the leader. As they approach the fence, Mr. Liberator going well on the front end. And at the fence, Mr. Liberator jumps with the lead, followed by Make Your Own, Private Attack. Shady Valley on the outside with Russell Haynes, Western Fling, Ross Bryan, Michelle Mariachi, and Ask completes the field as they cross Tufton Avenue and head towards the third fence. Mr. Liberator and Billy Meister have made all of the running so far. It would appear the Private Attack is pulling up. Mr. Liberator, Make Your Own, Shady Valley, Western Fling, Ross Bryan, Michelle Mariachi, and Ask 'em. Racing now towards the fourth of 22 fences. Mr. Liberator went to the lead at once. But it would appear that Private Attack is now back on course and in the race, but many lengths behind the leaders. At the fourth fence, Mr. Liberator continues to set the pace. They race around the turn. Mr. Liberator went to the lead at once. He's still holding on to about a 3-length advantage over Make Your Own, who races in second place. Russell Haynes in the Shady Valley on the inside in third. Western Fling racing in fourth as the leader is at the fifth fence, losing some ground there. Make Your Own and Patrick Worrell now going to the front. Mr. Liberator racing in second place with Western Fling on the inside in third. Shady Valley right alongside. Ross Bryan follows in fifth place. Michelle Mariachi, Ask 'em, and it's a good ways back to Private Attack, who completes the field as the leaders are now at the sixth fence. Mr. Liberator regains the lead. Shady Valley loses his rider at that fence. Make Your Own racing in second place with Western Liberator moving a bit farther away from Make Your Own at and over the next fence. Western Fling now takes over second place with Jason on the inside of Make Your Own, with Ross Bryan another 2 lengths farther back in fourth. Michelle Mariachi, Ask 'em, and Private Attack. Heading now towards the 8th of 22 fences. Mr. Liberator on top again. Western Fling bobbles a bit, but Jason Griswold stays up, racing in second place. Make Your Own on the outside. In third with Ross Bryan, fourth throughout, followed by Michelle Mariachi. Ask 'em and Private Attack has joined the field, or is about to join the field as they head towards the 9th fence. Mr. Liberator has widened his advantage to at least 10, 12, maybe 15 lengths. At the fence, it's going to be Mr. Liberator jumping with the lead. Now approaching and jumping in second place is Western Fling. Ross Bryan moves up on the outside of Make over second, with Make Your Own right alongside. And that was Ask 'em who lost his rider. Racing down the hill towards the center, making most of the running. now leads by at least 15 to 20 lengths. Western Swing and Jason Griswold jumping in second place, Make Your Own, with Ross Bryan out jumping him and taking over third place, Make Your Own in fourth. Michelle Mary actually in private attack, but they got 2 more miles to go. Racing down the backside, heading towards the 16th fence, Mr. Liberator on top by 20 lengths, but loses his rider at the fence. Ross Bryan now going to the front of Ross Bryan on top. Western Swing Racing in second place, Michelle Mariachi in third. Ross Bryan and Clara McMahon have taken over the lead, and Michelle Mariachi racing as a team in second and third. At the fence, Clara McMahon and Ross Bryan jumping with the lead. Western Swing slightly in second place and moving a bit closer to the other. Or moving closer to the leader is Ross Bryan racing in second place. Now Michelle Mariachi ahead farther back and jumping into second place under George Hunt. Ross Bryan and Clara McMahon on top. George Hunt and Michelle Mariachi right there in second place, only about 1.5 lengths to 2 lengths off the lead, and it's a gap of 4 more lengths back to Western Swing as they head towards the 19th fence. Ross Bryan leads by about 2 lengths. Michelle Mariachi racing in second place, Western Swing in third. At the fence is Ross Bryan on top. Michelle Mariachi in second place, now only about 1.5 lengths to 2 lengths off the lead, with Western Swing another 4 or 5 lengths farther back racing in third place. Ross Bryan leads down the hill towards the third fence from home. Moving up on the outside is George Hunt and Michelle Mariachi to challenge for the lead, and they jumped out with neck and neck with Michelle Mariachi going to the lead. And that was Western Swing that went down to the fence. Now they cross Tupton Avenue, and George Hunt and Michelle Mariachi on the outside, Ross Bryan and Clara McMahon on the inside. They got 2 more fences to clear. Michelle Mariachi and Ross Bryan heading towards the second last, about 1/4 mile from home. Michelle Mariachi on the outside and George Hunt jumping with the lead. Ross Bryan jumping in second place, heading towards the final fence. With about 3/16 of a mile to go, Michelle Mariachi leads under George Hunt. Ross Bryan and Clara McMahon trying to make up ground in second place, but has about 6 lengths to make up. They head towards it now over the left. George Hunt and Michelle Mariachi on top. Ross Bryan trying to get there on the inside. It's Michelle Mariachi with the lead as they head towards the wire. Michelle Mariachi is on his way to victory, and the 113th running in the Hunt Cup. George Hunt and Michelle Mariachi. Ross Bryan running a straight race in second place.
Downhill first and then over.